everyone, my name is Antonio Gonzales, and for my senior research project I chose to focus on education for sustainability. Specifically, I chose to identify the challenges that are associated with the full integration of education for sustainability and primarily identify whether there are teacher motives for incorporating the subject into public education. Currently, the state of California does not have any requirements for education on sustainability in the public school curriculum. They have not mandated that the subject be incorporated next to the Common Core traditional education subjects of math, English, and not even under the category of science. Although California boasts itself as one of the leading states in green technology and efficient practices, it still has not required that the subject of sustainability be taught in public education classrooms. Current research about this topic indicates that there are strong challenges that face education for sustainability. It has been argued that these challenges are the reasons why it has remained separate from the curriculum and why teachers have no motives to teach it. Existing assumptions for its exclusion has been that it is too difficult to implement with core standards consuming most of the curricula, that it is relatively too new and modern of a subject, and surprisingly, that it has been indicated by some research that teachers feel unqualified and uncomfortable to teach the material. To find out if this was true, I went out and conducted interviews with teachers from local public schools and collected observational data via the interviews. The teachers were asked a series of questions that was meant to gauge if they had any support for the subject, if they acknowledged it as a topic, and whether or not they believed it should be implemented into their classrooms. Personally, my theory as to why students weren't receiving education on sustainability was because of a lack of teacher motivation to teach it. I also theorized that similar to the current research, there were not enough resources and time to implement the subject into the public education curriculum. The subject would just simply require more equipment or books to be taught and would force teachers to make an uncomfortable adjustment to an already tight curriculum. After conducting the interviews, it became clear. Teachers do in fact favor education for sustainability. All but one of the teachers indicated that the implementation would be feasible and, if anything, easy to do. They also revealed that from their perspective, the true challenges the subject faces is pushback from older, more conservative teachers and finding ways on their own to teach it to its max potential. Analyzing their responses, it appeared that there were common motivations that were held among the teachers in supporting the subject within the curriculum. It was commonly indicated that the teachers felt an inherent need to empower students with the knowledge to make sustainable choices in life, and that it was their job to instill values that would help ensure a future, healthier environment. Surprisingly, 2 teachers were motivated to teach the subject because they were simply building off of the interest students already had in the environment. They felt compelled to expand off of their interest and curiosity. So how did they do it? Each teacher had their own unique method of teaching sustainability on their own in their classrooms, but there were some commonly shared methods that were good indicators of successful practices for the subject. These methods included recycling the multiple types of material, developing organic food gardens, and creating assignments for the students that were more problem-based and open-ended assignments. These types of assignments would normally be less frequently used within such a standardized curriculum. Overall, teachers welcome education for sustainability into their classrooms. They have the motives to support it and have already begun to develop methods to teach sustainability. They have acknowledged its importance and salience as a topic and will continue to support it until the demand for it grows amongst other teachers. Coming to a conclusion, it was interesting to discover that 3/4 of the teachers preferred that the subject not be state mandated. They expressed that they would prefer the subject to be just made a standard under a broader category and not standardized and mandated like the Common Core. This led me to believe that there may exist a problem with how the state mandates standards compared to how teachers would like to teach the material. It appears that teachers want to teach the subject on their own accord through their own methods as opposed to it being regulated and standardized by the state. This concludes my presentation. My name is Antonio Gonzales. Thank you for watching.